What's up, guys? Sexotic here with another look at some of the figures we got this week. Today we're looking at the Street Fighter Alpha 3 Light Blue Ryu and Royal Blue Ken figures from Storm Arena. Now, I guess I got a new addiction this year. Every single year, I either, last year was Mondo, the year before G.I. Joe Classified. So now I think we have a new obsession, and that is the Street Fighter figures from Storm Arena. The first set I fell in love with right away, and I believe they were on my top list of last year of regular 6-inch figures. And I just absolutely think they're freaking awesome. And when they release these, you see, these are exclusives. I forgot where they're from, but these are rare. Like, you can't get these just anywhere. You can't order them from Big Bag Toy Store or anywhere else. So they were all over eBay, but the prices were high, and I found them on AliExpress, and they are still higher. They do still cost. They cost twice the price as a regular figure. For example, Ryu was, I think, $30 or $35. These were $70. So and the cool thing about AliExpress is I was able to actually get a coupon, so it went down in price. But I just love these figures. These are so freaking awesome, and I love these colors. Of course, like I said before on my channel, I love blue, all shades of blue. So this light blue Ryu is so awesome. I remember him from Street Fighter Alpha, or not Street Fighter Alpha, Street Fighter Turbo. Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I remember that outfit, and I was like, oh, that's a pretty cool outfit. And then, of course, we have Ryu and one of also my favorite blues I love. So I just could not help myself to get these. I have the purple Ken coming, and also the aqua green Ryu coming. And I think I just need the yellow Ken, and I think I'm all caught up. And also, I ordered Sagat, the regular version with the blue shorts, and also the exclusive with the white shorts. So those are coming, so I'm pretty excited about that. So anyway, as you can see, the packaging is pretty cool, because you can actually, it's like a video game. You can see the video game portrait of both figures here in the front. And I believe these are changed. These are different from the originals. So I don't have the original boxes with me at the moment, so I can't compare them. But I do have the figures, and we'll do that a little later. But yeah, as you can see, it's really cool. On the side, there's not much to see. You just have the portraits here of the figures here. And then on the back is where you get to see the different poses. And of course, it's in other countries, it's Street Fighter 03, and of course in the US it's Street Fighter Alpha 3. So I mean, they do a lot of different name branding and stuff is different than the US, but it's no big deal. Another cool thing is I believe this portrait here are different for each Street Fighter figure. So when I get the other two coming in, of course I'm gonna do a review on those, we're gonna see different poses and stuff like that for them. So yeah, these are really, really cool. I can't wait to get them out of the packaging and get a closer look at these. So let's go and get them out. We'll be right back. All right, we're gonna take a look at Ryu first, coming out with that beautiful blue. It just comes out so nice and prominent. It's just gorgeous. I mean, like I said, I'm actually looking forward to the aqua green too, the one that's coming out soon. So I just couldn't help myself. I just usually I give myself a little bit of spending money each month, and I buy something for myself. And this was my spent. Well, I bought this in December. It barely came out. It came a couple of weeks to get here. But Merry Christmas to me. Very belated Christmas to me. But anyway, yeah, like I said, this color is just so gorgeous. Let's get a closer look. And of course, if you've seen the other video or any of him, that face sculpt is so freaking awesome. I love how the hair flows over the blue bandana, and just look at how gorgeous that looks. I mean, and of course you can articulate the bandana back and forth. Oh, you see it comes off. Now it's got a hole in it, but you can kind of move it back and forth if you want. Look at the color on the black, on the back right there, the back, just beautiful. That color is just so, it's gorgeous, man, I'm telling you. And then, of course, on his body, he does have a tan. So he's a little darker. There's a little scuff there from color. Let's see if I can try to take that off. That's the paint rubbing coming off on that. I did notice when I took him out, there's a strong, paint smell to him. So I'm sure he's already dried, and of course when I take him out of the packaging, that smell will go away, but it was pretty strong. So we got the black belt here in the middle, and then of course his gloves are in yellow this time rather than white. Yeah, that I can't feel like I can take that little paint rub off on the arm, but it's not terrible. Of course you see it closer on camera, but when you see it in person, it's not terrible. I thought I saw another one on him, not too sure. And of course the pants match the robe are also in that beautiful blue, and I love how they painted that blue also, the where the knee joints go. So very nice. And of course you got the feet. He has some really nice feet. But yeah, that's really cool. And of course the articulation is just the same. It's really fluid, and that's what I really like. Now I know someone said on I believe Facebook, so that the chest pops or something, breaks off. So I don't know what kind of poses they're doing, but I'm not gonna do any of that because I don't want my thing to mess up, because this was a little paid expense. So here you go, the articulation on the knees, just perfect and fluid. You got a toe articulation also, and then you got the a little bit of a you can anchor the feet together like that. But there's so many good poses you can do with him. So I just love him to death. He is freaking awesome. Before I get the accessories, we're going to look at the comparisons to the white one. And like I said, this one has a lighter color tone to him. But of course, if this came from Big Bad Toy Store. So as you can see, I mean, there's no knockoff thing on this. This feels just as strong and legit as possible. I don't really feel like there's anything going on with these from AliExpress. So if you want to be comfortable and get them, go ahead. All right. But yeah, I mean, like I said, just the skin tone is lighter on the original compared to this one. So I mean, I don't know. I love this one, but this one just stands out to me. All right, so let's look at the accessories that it comes with. So here's another, we're just gonna do the hands first. I should have taken these out before, but I was kind of just playing around with this stuff. Now both do come with a flight stand, but I somehow misplaced those, but we don't really need to look at those. But here are the two types of hands. Of course, he has his fireball hands. Hadouken. Those are really nice. And they come with the same stuff that the original came with. There's nothing different on this one. But here are the other hands, gripping hands, or however to throw you. And then he comes with his fireball, a red fireball. I don't remember if the other one came with the blue fireball, if I'm not too sure. Like I said, I don't really know. And unfortunately, I don't take those out. Like, I just kind of put those away. I don't really, so I'm not too sure if it's a red fireball or not. But here is the other head sculpt. He's yelling head sculpt. And like I said, it's the same one that came with this one. And of course, his bandana split between the middle there. So, so really cool. So I'm very happy with this guy. Like I said, a little bit pricier than what we expect, but that's no worries. So let's go ahead and get Ken out. We'll be right back. All right, here is Ken out of the packaging, and just like Ryu, this color is beautiful. I love this blue. It's one of my favorites of all time. But this is probably one of the reasons why I bought this set. Of course I saw the Ryu, but I just saw this Ken and I was like, man, it's just, that blue is just gorgeous. So as you can see, it's the same figure just like the other one, the red version, but of course all in blue. And let's get a closer look at the face sculpt. Just like Ryu, you got that hair flowing above the eyebrows and stuff like that, but of course he has a different look to him because it is Ken. He's got that muscular body. He has that long hair coming out. So of course, you know, in Street Fighter 2, his hair was shorter. But in Alpha, I believe Street Fighter Alpha is before, it's after Street Fighter 1 and before Street Fighter 2. So, you know, he got that long hair going. He's got, just like the red version, I think all of these have the yellow, you know, gloves. So I'm not sure if that's the same thing in the game. I'm not really sure. I haven't really paid attention to that. He's got that black belt, and then of course that blue just goes down all the way to the legs, and of course just like same bolt, same sculpt as Ryu. And I think I see why they did these two first, because they're able to do the same, you know, it's the same buck, so all they had to do is just redo the colors and stuff like that. So no worries on that. In fact, I mean, if you really wanted to, just for sake, you know, you can actually, you know, do that if you wanted to, but of course not. Of course it doesn't match because of the white. Excuse me. But yeah, you know, really, really nice. I really, like I said, it's just a beautiful color, beautiful figure. I'm telling you, like, these are just awesome. I'm so excited about getting Sagat. I'm just, you know, I mean, I have the Storm Collectibles version. Oh, let's do a real quick comparison to the red version before I get all the accessories on. Of course, like I said, it looks like everything is the same color, same skin tone. Yeah, it looks exactly the same. I don't see any difference. Of course, like I said, like this one has the yellow, you know, so it's yellow gloves just like him. So there's really not a big difference. Like I said, I don't see any different in the color tone on either one. So, you know, but they do look so great. Like I said, I'm in love with these figures. I mean, and of course we got the purple one coming, so I'm excited about that. So, and then of course I'll probably eventually get the yellow one. And the yellow one, that one's the expensive one. That one, and I hear there's some color flaws on that one. Like there's some going on for that. So I'm not too sure. I probably will get it just because I want to complete it, but it is a little pricey. So, you know, better than, you know, instead of me spending money. Oh God, I lost a hand. Reef. Here it is. One thing, once you drop something, you'll lose them. But anyway, here are the different hands that he comes with. Just like Ryu, of course, he does throw fireballs, but his main attack is the uppercut. So, but here's his, you know, his hands for fireballs. If you want to use a fireball effect, and just like Ryu, he also has the gripping hands. And then, wait a minute. Not sure what this hand goes. I guess it's almost like a gripping hand, but it's a little wider on there. And then he has this peace sign hand, which is cool. So, and then his other head sculpt, the yelling face, which is really neat. And then he does have one more thing, and I think what did I do with it? It was the flaming, effect. Oh, here it is. For his dragonfly, or his dragon punch. So you just put that in there and he goes up and there's the flame for that. So yeah, really, really cool set. Like I said, I'm in love with these guys. Pretty cool. So let's go ahead and get these guys on my turntable to get my final thoughts on the Street Fighter Alpha, or Street Fighter 03 Alpha 3, I don't know, whatever, from Storm Collectibles. All right, here are my final thoughts on the light blue Ryu and the royal blue Ken from Storm Arena, the Street Fighter Alpha 3 series. All in all, these are freaking awesome. Like I said, I love the first ones, but these just bring out some different colors and everything that I never knew I wanted until I grabbed them. They're so freaking cool. I'm looking forward to getting the purple Ken and also the aqua green Ryu. They're coming out soon, so be on the lookout for that video. But yeah, these are pretty cool. And unfortunately, these are exclusive. So, you know, like I said, I got them on AliExpress. There are some that have from eBay. all I know is like for me, I love this collection. I love these figures. These are freaking awesome. So I am definitely going to invest a little bit more money on these rather than, you know, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I just love these. So I just can't help myself. But yeah, you know, like I said, the only way to get these is I really highly recommend, especially that Ryu. That just, oh my God, he looks so freaking cool. Look at that. I mean, just look at him in camera. It just looks so cool. I love these. So like I said, the only way you can get them is from AliExpress or get them on eBay. So, you know, that's the only way you're going to get them, you know. And if you find sellers on online, you might be able to find some people online. There's a seller that I bought some from the other two versions that are coming up. And I'm not sure if he still has these two, but let's see what happens. I went ahead and ordered, like I said, the purple Ken, the aqua green Ryu, and then the two Sagat figures. So those coming soon. So let's see how well those go. It's pretty cool to actually have someone out there selling them, and they were cheaper than what they're selling it for. Because I know Sagat, the white version, is going for $100 some, and I got him for $50 plus whatever the shipping and stuff is. So, you know, we'll see. We'll talk about that more later when I get them in. But anyway, like I said, if you love these figures, they're worth it. They're awesome. I love them a lot. So anyway, until next time, thanks for watching. Hit that like, subscribe, and until next time, we will see you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
make sure you like, share, and subscribe.